Madiba Siyabonga Ngenkululeko. I am a child in a faraway land. Sometimes I'm scared. Won't you please take my hand?
Hello, my name is Thandeka Dladla and you are tuned into the Cape Town Music Academy's daily music tips. Today is day 2 of the 5-part series entitled Things I Wish I Knew When I First Started Out. Today's topic is one that's a little bit more practical and definitely for someone who's starting out. Today's topic is questions to ask when asked to book a gig for the first time. A disclaimer: these questions are by no means the only questions one should be asking or can ask. This is just a springboard to help you ascertain what the gig is about. So, without wasting any time, let's jump right into it. The first question that I would usually ask is, when is the gig happening? It's important to know the date so that you can find out if you're available and if your band will be available. Second question is, where is the gig happening? Distance is a very important factor in pricing for a gig because a gig that is about 5 kilometers away will not be priced the same as one that's, let's say, in another town or another province. So finding out where the gig is in relation to where you are is of utmost importance. The third question I'd ask is what kind of a gig it is. It's important to know the kind of gig because some gigs are not priced the same. You wouldn't charge the same for a bar gig as you would for a wedding gig. So it's very important to know the differences and to be able to price accordingly. The fourth question I would ask is how long I'm required to be at the venue and how long I'm required to play. Those are very, very important questions because that's what you're actually there for. You're there to play, so you need to know how long you're playing for, but also you need to know how long you need to be there for. Just because the show starts at 1 o'clock doesn't mean that you need to be that one. It might mean that you should be there at 11:30 or 12:30. So it's important to find out the full duration of how long you're supposed to be there and the full duration of how long you'll be playing. And the final question I would ask is, how many people do I need in my band? How big is the band that the client is looking for? And so those are just a few questions. Of course, as I said, not the only questions that you can ask. Definitely, there are many more questions to ask. And one thing that I would encourage you to do is ask those around you who have either been in the industry for a bit longer or have booked their own gigs before. Find out what the going rate for different gigs is and find out what the minimum fee is, so that you are also not outpricing yourself or underpricing yourself. It's very important to make sure that you're not underpricing yourself either. And finally, I will say this. It's important for you to get as much information about a gig as possible so that you can make an informed quote and an informed communication to your band members as well. There's obviously then the question of contracts, which I know that Gabby Leroux touched on in his video. So if you're looking for that, definitely check that out. But there's a lot more questions that you can ask, but I think that is a good starting point. And with that being said, that is all for today, and I will see you again tomorrow. Have a great day.
Give us your cool waters, your tidings of joy, cool waters and tidings